Hey folks, how you doing? I have a little review for you, and review testing and such, and it's Ian Sinclair's Card Sharp 2 actually. This is their little kind of credit card folding knife, you know, meant for carrying in your wallet. And I thought it was pretty cool. I love all these small little gadgets, especially if they are not very expensive. But it's kind of a warning review because it's really not worth the money, and I'm gonna talk probably more about the whole idea of something like this than anything else. I mean, this is something what you carry in your wallet, so you know you have to take this out of your wallet. You know, take your wallet out, take this out, fold it in place. Now, big question is, how long will the joints last? You know, it's a plastic handle with a small, very thin, very paper thin blade. They say it's a surgical steel. They don't disclose any more information about it. Mine came out fairly sharp. It can cut paper, but it actually is sharp because it has this big old burr on the edge. You can feel it clearly with your. I can feel it with my fingernail that there is a big old burr. That's why it cuts. That's why it cuts paper. But it's really like, it is all you need from such a thing like this. You can open boxes with this, cut some tapes and some, you know, easy stuff. I actually highly doubt that something like this can even cut through something like a tie wrap easily, and we can actually try that now. I'm actually kind of worried that it will break on me. You see, it does cut it, but it's something that you don't feel comfortable doing because it's such a flimsy little blade, and you actually do need a lot of pressure to cut something like a tie wrap, zip tie. But it does cut through it. You have nice jimping here in the blade itself. It's actually doubled with that. That's already part of the handle too. You see it there. Blade in open position. You have these 5 little knobs that kind of interlocks into each other. That's the 2 sides of the card. That's another factor, that it will wear out over the time and it will not lock in because it's just plastic, and you know, it's kind of like a friction fit. And as the edges of the holes and the ridges of the little knobs wear out, it's not gonna stick in there too much. Then you have this little knob here that interlocks with the blade in the closed position, and nothing actually keeps this from flopping around in a closed position, you know, when you have it in the pocket or in your wallet, just the thing itself. You have this little security locking mechanism that prevents the knife from being pop open, which is pretty cool. Definitely a need, because if you have it in your wallet, you don't want this to pop open and, you know, poke you somehow through the wallet into your bottom. That would suck. The design is nice. The price is, it's little overkill. It's about $25, I think, for the piece itself. Then you pay some shipping, and I actually had to wait for mine. I think it's almost 3 months now. So that's a big thumbs down. The website said it's available and this and that, but yet still I had to wait 3 months for this to be, you know, get to my house. And it came from China. The funny thing is, I kind of laugh at it. The custom declared the price being $3, which is pretty funny, I think. And I think that's about what it's worth. It's really, it's nothing special in there. Just a piece of very thin metal, you know, piece of plastic molded. It's really the manufacturing process on this has to be super easy, super cheap. That's what you get for the money. I'm not super disappointed. I kind of was expecting something like this. I'm glad that I finally got it and can play around with it. And came out with nice packaging, you know, that kind of very similar to the Swiss card packaging. You know, you have the like nice booklet, and you have the manual. I mean, even though it's pretty obvious what you're supposed to do with it. But the whole idea of these are, you know, little concealed knife, backup utility knife for your wallet, right, or for your pocket. Now for $25, if you're looking for something in this, you know, let's call it like Nathan calls it, philosophy of use, I would definitely prefer or recommend Swiss card. I have a couple of these. Swiss cards are same money as this. Some of them are even less, some of them are a little more, depending. They have a couple different models. But for what you pay for $25, you know, this actually costs even less shipped into my house, and it can be here in 2 days. You get a lot more for the money, and you know, it's not as cool as this, meaning in the, you know, cutlery world, but it's not as unique. But what you get for the money, the quality you get, and usability of it is far, far supreme to this. Now you have just small little knife, almost 3-inch blade, I think, with a little flimsy handle, right? What is this? This is a 2.5-inch cutting edge. I do like the shape though. Shape is pretty sweet once you open it, but just the overall like functionalities, you know, I'm not gonna open this during the day and cut something. I have my pocket knives, and in the case like you're going to the airport or something, they will take this anyway, you know, and you probably will get even to more trouble for this than anything else. I'll show you some other alternatives for small little utility backup blade. So this is first one. Definitely recommend Swiss card. They are great. The blade quality is much better. Oh, it's still a small little utility knife for opening stuff and stuff like that, but it's thicker. I can almost guarantee you the steel will be better quality, and it will be much better edge on it. And easy, very easy to maintain. Plus you have all those different features of the card, you know. This one, this certain one has a file with the flat screwdriver, tweezers, toothpick, pen. It has this screwdrivers there. There's a couple different models, and it has the needle, not needle, but the pin. And for the same money, and you have the measuring tape on both sides, one in centimeters, one in inches. So if you want something backup for the wallet, this is the way to go, definitely. Now, as for the overall, like having a backup utility blade, little blade, on you, on your keys, on your wallet, somewhere in your clothing, another much better, you know, option instead of this are something like this. These small little knives. They will be, some of them are actually very high quality you can buy, some of them you can buy cheap, but if we're talking the money price wise, you know, the money you pay for this, you can get yourself really nice Spyderco ladybug for it. You know, this can be found for $20–30, and you're getting awesome, not awesome steel, you're getting very good steel, you're getting nice locking mechanism, and about the same package. Now this is half an ounce, just under half an ounce. Swiss card is 0.7 ounces, and these not gonna be far from it. The grasshopper will be a little heavier, but it's, you see, that's almost like a full-size knife, almost like you have 2-inch blade, and the quality and sturdiness of the knife itself definitely better. And the major factor, in my opinion, what I want to talk about is, if you want to have something on your keys as a utility backup that you know, maybe in situations where you cannot carry your regular knives because, for example, you're going through the metal detector somewhere, or there's so many places that it's really ridiculous to even go through metal detectors and not being able to carry knives. But you know, some people do. If you put something like this in your wallet and they find it, it will you know, it will raise their eyebrows up. It will definitely, you know, hey, what's going on? This doesn't look right. I mean, why would he carry such a concealed, you know, thing in the wallet, trying to pass through a metal detector with this? But on the other hand, if you have something like this on your keychain, even this will slide as a keychain, and a lot of these will actually, they won't even notice them on your keys. And even if they do, oh shit, I forgot I have it on my keys as a keychain, sorry about it, sir. nothing happens. Nobody will ever say anything. You know, the worst case scenario, they take it or something, but I can almost guarantee you nobody will even take something like this. It's a small little keychain. They won't even pay attention to it. And you know, trust me, something like this or this, much more useful, much sturdier than Ian Sinclair card. First off, all the hassle you have to go through to even access it. Second off, the, you know, the probability of if somebody finds this on you, this does look a little sinister, no, don't you think? Like if let's say police officer opens this, I would be suspicious to find this on a person, because it literally looks like, you know, hidden concealed shank, prison shank. Which, while on the other side, this, even this, it's clearly little utility keychain stuff, gear that has absolutely no, you know, doesn't give you any vibe, any negative vibe about why would somebody carry this. And you know, as cool as this is and pretty as it is, I don't think I would recommend anybody to buy it. Like I said, it's gonna be very limited lifetime if you would actually be using this, opening, closing, opening, closing. The edge, not gonna hold very well. Let me see some cutting more, some cardboard. You actually have fair amount of resistance on the cardboard with this, and I can actually feel it dulling already. Maybe it was just the very fair amount of resistance for comparison with the Swiss tool, Swiss card. Swiss card cuts like a champ compared to that, and it's thicker blade, which is kind of funny and interesting. This not so much. It actually has quite a lot of resistance for how thin the blade is compared to the Swiss card. How about the wood? Let's see some wood. If it can even handle something like that. Not that it would be really meant to do such a thing, but still, handle very flimsy, very flimsy, and it really just scrapes the wood off. How about paracord? Can it cut paracord? Decently, that's not that bad. With the sliding motion it pops through it pretty easy, but not all that great, you see, and it actually keeps popping open on me already, which is not all that good. Definitely not sharp enough. On the tip now only, because the rest of the blade that I use on the wood and cardboard already dull. Should be easy to resharpen, you know. BladeReviews.com has a review on it already. He said that he thinks it's because they coated the blade after being sharpened. My, however, is a little different. You know, the primary bevel, in this case you have, this is flat, this is not flat grind, this is just that flat metal. Then you have the primary bevel here, that little one you see, and then you have a microscopic secondary bevel, the cutting edge, and that's actually done after the coating, and that's what cuts. So, but again, the way it looks to me, it looks like it was sharpened on one of the V sharpeners that leaves a really bad burr, and I think that's the case, or the device of similar, you know, nature. So pretty cool, in my opinion. Not worth the money, but you know, it might be somebody's taste, somebody might like it. And it's not all that bad. It's definitely better, but also more expensive than something like you know, that DPX Danger Tag. But it's a little different in nature of what is it. You know, this you clearly see that it is a knife even when it's folded, closed. The DPX gear, you don't really know that it's a knife, even though it doesn't cut at all. But it's different, little different tool. So hope you enjoyed, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.